bring on our CEO of Dreamtrips, Mark Smith.
All right. I appreciate that, Tammy, and I'm excited to be here today. Today's focus, if everybody has noticed yet, and Tammy, if you can just put me on large screen or whatnot, I see a small picture of myself. If it's working, I'm good. If not, let me know. So there we go. And so today's focus is really on the travel membership, the travel system. For those of you that are new here, welcome to Dreamtrips, the Dreamtrips community, the Dreamtrips travel family. We're always happy when you get on this call. Why? Because we're either coming off a trip, about to go on a trip, or we're celebrating other people on a trip. And it's just amazing. We're getting ready to obviously gear up for Greece, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now, as Tammy said, we have people that are on trips all over the world right now. I know you might even see some folks come in. We've got a whole team in Miami right now on a killer trip, but they're actually on their excursion. I'm actually in their WhatsApp group, and they just popped in a video. And so that's pretty cool to be able to watch a live excursion while we're in it. Tim, if you just check the chat, people are saying the screen went blank. I think Zoom has an update, by the way. I know that's probably what it is. When you see these black screens when we're sharing our slides, that's not on our slides. That's actually a Zoom update. We probably need to make one, and just everybody just know that maybe after this Zoom today, go grab an update, because that's usually what it means, right? Our folks that are in Miami right now, I'm sure they'll pop in here in a little bit. I just shot them a message and asked them how they were doing. And so one of the things that we're going to talk about here today is, as Tammy started off, is exactly what a dream trip is, right? So you got that concept. That's a kind of a template of every single dream trip. So whether you're in the Maldives, or you're in Rome, or in Jamaica, you're in the Dominican Republic, you're in Italy, you're in the floating market in Thailand, no matter what trip you're on that's a dream trip, because not all trips are dream trips. Some trips are dream breaks, like Tammy talked about. They don't have a host and they're a little bit different. But on a dream trip, that is the difference of a dream trip than the regular way that people travel. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that to a different level, where Tammy gave you the bookends. Okay. We pick you up, we drop you off, and everything in between. Okay. And what I'm going to talk about now is what really makes that so different than your average trip. And what I'm also going to do, and I can see my fan here, so I'm going to go ahead and there we go. Trying to see my fan above my head here, my weird screen here today. I don't want anyone to get all wigged out on what is the flashing thing up there. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give an in-depth, today is going to be a very beneficial day on the benefits of a Dreamtrips membership. So you're going to get an in-depth, how does the membership work? What is the value? What are the benefits outside of what Tammy has talked about? And I'm going to dig into concierge a little bit more. And that's another benefit of priority. And then we have a special guest speaker here today. And what I'm here to tell you about this special guest speaker is you're going to get, in my opinion, the single best way to save money on travel. We here at Dreamtrips, we really know how to use our discount portal. Not everybody knows how to get the best benefit of it, right? So if you just go in and check one hotel and maybe there's only a 3% discount, you might think, oh man, is there any real good deals on here, right? There's unbelievable deals if you know how to use it. Now, if you become a dream tripper, you're going to use that portal a different way. Okay. And we're going to teach you that today. We're going to have an entire segment. So make sure you stick to the very end. And we're going to have the number one trip builder from the portal. And this guy is amazing. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. So you're going to get soup to nuts, every single thing you need to know about a Dreamtrips membership today. And when you leave this room today, you're going to know I can go get discount travel on my portal. And we're going to teach you how to do that, whether it's condos, cruises, hotels. We're going to teach you how to combine some of those things together, how to really use loyalty points. Okay. And then in addition to that, knowing everything about a dream trip, what's the difference? What's that competitive advantage of a dream trip? Okay. So here we go. I'm going to get in here and start sharing my screen. Hopefully my update worked. Let's see here. There we go. And boom, I'm there. I hope everybody can see that. And I'm going to first start off with our travel system. Okay. Now, for those of you that are new to Dreamtrips, once again, welcome as a Dreamtrip member. And also this Dreamtrips Academy obviously is for affiliates. I'm sure we have just some members on here that are not affiliates, and that's okay. But it's really geared towards affiliates so that you know how to, everything the Dreamtrip membership has and comes with and what the benefit is. And then you know how to market a Dreamtrips membership and then what your commissions are, what's in it for me, right? And so I want to start off with, this is what we lead with in our travel system, okay? We have 3 packages that we lead with. I mean, they range from $3,000 to $1,000 to $500, okay? So I start high and I finish low. It's marketing 101. And typically people will buy the middle. And that's why this screen is set up this way. This is a similar slide that we use in our opportunity overviews, because typically human nature is if someone doesn't have $3,000, okay, if that's out of their budget, and then there's that $500 price, they may not want the lowest package and they end up going to the middle. So this is a marketing page, and this is well tested in our industry. People buy to the middle. Okay, so we start high, we finish low, but we try to drive everybody to the middle package. Okay, and so what these packages are, what the value of the packages are, very important to note. Okay, first of all, our $3,000 package is what we call our Globetrotter package. Okay, now that package is valued at over $15,000. Okay, now I've had someone ask me, is it really valued at over $15,000? That's an actual number, like run through our legal department. There's a real number there. It's the dollars and cents, everything. Okay, it's not a made up number. And what that's coming to is that's 1 year of our priority membership. So that's our top tier Dreamtrips membership. That's 1 year of the membership. It's $10,000 in loyalty points. Now, if you don't know how to use loyalty points, you may say, I don't care about the loyalty points. It's $10,000. It's not, these are not like air. Okay, some of these loyalty programs out there, they mean nothing. The points aren't worth anything. Okay, so don't blink an eye or you will miss what the value is here. And then when we transition into our second or into our third section here today, you're going to learn how to use these points like you've never learned how to use them before. Okay, and so they're dollar for dollar value. In other words, you can buy the price discount down off of the public offering. So this is member only pricing. And so compared to like booking.com, expedia.com, you can buy down and they already have the best rates online, right? That's where we all go. They're the best rates. We go there to test our rates, okay? And so we know those are the best rates, Expedia, booking.com. In general, that's where most people go. So when we say $10,000 in loyalty points, that's literally a dollar for dollar match inside of that ecosystem so that you can buy down the discount off of the general public rate. So if the public rate is $300 a night, okay, and the Dreamtrips rate is $200 a night, you get to use $100 of the loyalty points to buy it down to the $200 a night. We have the best rates. We will beat Expedia and Booking probably 95, 96% of the time, okay? Now, I make sure I say that because there's always that one person that will go in there and say, I found where you guys are the same, or I found where you're $2 more or $3 more. In general, it's about 95, 96% of the time, we're going to be cheaper. Okay, so right away, if you're already saving 10, 20% off of the cheapest site online, you got a discount, right? But we want to teach you how to go get 30%, 40%, 50%, 60% and higher. We're going to teach you how to do that today, okay? So to get back to the value of the package, $10,000 in loyalty points, they never expire for the life of your membership. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more on retention in a little bit. You get a 7-night condo certificate, okay? 15 days after you purchase the package is when you can request the certificate. And you have two options. You have our VIP certificate, which is limited access. I think there's only about 30 locations around the world because it's very high end. It's mostly Mexico, some in Australia, and in Florida. Okay, but they're very high end. What I mean by that is that VIP condo certificate, for example, the Vedante Riviera Maya, which is I would call it a 7-diamond resort. It is absolutely top tier. The king size executive room that has a plunge pool on your balcony is approximately, let's say, between probably $1,200 and $1,300 a night. And I don't even know if that includes fees. Okay, so just picture what that costs. So what's a 1-week vacation looking like when you're paying $1,300 a night? Okay, so you're $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. Let's just face it, with taxes and fees, you're probably around $9,000 to $10,000 per week at the Vedante Riviera Maya. Okay, public price. If you go to their website, you're going to see those prices right now. Okay, with our condo certificate, these aren't these like $2 certificates. We pay real money for these certificates. Okay, these are the higher end certificates. You're going to be able to go there paying the taxes and the fees. And it's different depending. I hate to quote a number because it depends what week you pick. Is it a holiday week? Are they really busy? But I'm going to tell you in general, I've kept an eye on that particular property. And with our certificate, you're looking at $400, $500, $600, okay, for something that someone else is paying $7,000 to $10,000 for. That's just one example. Not every single resort is like that, but every single resort on our condo certificate, on the VIP one, is completely an unbelievable deal because all we're doing is taxes and fees where the general public is paying a massive amount. Okay. Now, if you want more of a global approach, you can choose our global certificate. Okay. And that's thousands of condos around the world as low as $299 a week. Okay. So $299 a week. A lot of those are the style of condos that have a 1 or 2 bedrooms, and it'll indicate whether it has a kitchen or not. And you're going to learn in a little bit on our section on how to maximize the discount portal and how to really learn how to travel at a discount. You're going to learn on how to maximize using condominiums at $299 a week and $499 a week and some of these different discounts we have in our portal. And if you look at our current condo portal and you look at the condo certificate, there's some different condos on both. So you don't necessarily have access to the exact same condos on our regular portal versus the certificate, but you get to choose. And so it's really packed with a lot of value. You also get a 4-night cruise for 2. You pay the taxes and fees, you get that certificate. So you're getting, think about this, someone's spending $3,000. They're getting 1 year of a membership. They're getting $10,000 dollar for dollar loyalty points. They're getting a 1-week condo vacation. They're getting a 4-day cruise for 2. Okay. Just think about that. The value is $15,559 and change for a reason. So we're adding that up. Okay. Now, $3,000 is not our primary pack that is not the most common pack that's bought because it's obviously a little bit on the high end, $3,000. We obviously sell them. People that are going to travel a lot, that's the pack for them. People that like to just pay everything up front, that's the pack for them. Okay. People that want, I know Micaiah York, for example, he's a new 50K affiliate. He sold a Globetrotter pack to just a member only. They have no interest in the business. They weren't joining the business. Why did they buy the Globetrotter pack? Because they wanted as many loyalty points as possible because they plan on doing a lot of travel and they're going to just use those all over the world. And then they wanted the condos and the cruise certificate, right? So it's someone that's a major travel is going to get that pack. The middle pack at $1,000 is valued at $6,200 and change, right? So it's $1,000. You're looking at 3 months of a priority membership. Okay, that's our top tier membership, $3,000 in loyalty points. You're getting the condo certificate and you're getting it 3 months later, because it's 6 months as a paid member, you get the cruise certificate. So 3 months, 3 more months of a paid membership, they'll get the cruise certificate on that pack. On the traveler pack, that's our $500 pack. You get 1 month of our basic, what we call our standard membership. You're getting $1,000 in loyalty points. So that is a great entry pack. That is like the minimum where I try to stay. Okay. Now, as builders, let's talk about commission, BV, driving volume, driving a team, and how to really go out there and race through the ranks. Okay. If you look at the Globetrotter, it's $1,500 in BV. All right. So that's a no joke pack. You're getting $1,500 in BV put in your binary. And you're also getting a jumpstart bonus of $600. Okay. So there's a lot of jumpstart money in these packs as well. And so we have some of the highest BV in these packs. Of all the products in MDC, you will find that these packs have some of the highest BV value, as well as our membership. And if you look at the Jet Setter, you're still at a $200 Jet Setter bonus, $500 in BV. And then our Traveler pack, you're still a $100 Jet Jumpstart and a $250 BV rate. Packed with what I call, these are builder packs. Okay. Now, personally, for those of you that don't know me, I've been a leader in the field in network marketing for well over 20 years, both Tammy and I full time. And so I'm talking to you as a builder, right? These are builder packs. I've always, from the first day I ever joined this industry, was driving my organization and driving the product that we were offering to drive that high volume, to drive high sales. And when I got into marketing products, I always led with packs, 100%. Okay, always wanted to, it's the best value for the member, it's the best value for the affiliate, and it's the best push as a builder to have a system where it's $500 packs or it's $1,000 packs or it's $3,000 packs. Now, for those of you that are international builders, so Tammy and I have built all over the world. We've lived all over the world in the past 20 plus years building. So for those of you that have built in some of the international markets, you'll know some of these packs, and you may already be thinking this way, we built these price ranges for different styles in different cultures around the world. For example, if you were building in some of the Asian countries around the world, they build with large packs. Okay, I've always built with large packs, even up into the $5,000 range in some of the countries in Asia, because the mentality there is this: I want to get the biggest value. Okay, I want to pay it up front. I want to get the biggest value, and I want the biggest bonus from it, and I want to drive the largest amount of BD. That's how they build, and that's why the biggest explosion in the last, probably decade in our industry has definitely come from Asia. And that is why. Okay. So that $3,000 pack is definitely suited for that. But packs in general are a different way to build. Okay. And it's just getting into that rhythm of leading with the pack. Now, what happens if you start high, finish low, and someone still says, man, I can't afford it? Let me start with this. Okay. I'm the CEO of Dreamtrips. So you would think, oh, I'm going to tell you everyone has to buy the $3,000 pack. If they don't have the money, tell them they need to buy the pack. No, that's not how to do this. Okay. Never sell too much to someone. Okay. Never sell something to someone that they can't afford. And I'm telling you that right here as the owner. I would rather have someone buy something of lesser value, of lesser money to the company, and they keep it and they're happy, than for some slick salesperson to twist someone's arm and get them to buy something that they absolutely can't afford or wouldn't even use. So always drive your business with ethics. Always sell the appropriate package to someone. But we're salespeople, right? You may not want to call yourself salespeople. I say we're in the show business. We show people our business, okay? We show people tools. We play videos. We put people on presentations. But at the end of the day, something has to be sold, right? And so when you want to talk about how to sell, and you want to talk about how to market, and you want to talk about how to build in this industry, I think it's very important to understand how to build with a pack system, okay? And so when I sit down with someone, I'm going to start with the Globetrotter. Now, I'm going to show this. It's a version of this slide. It doesn't show BV and the Jumpstart. You wouldn't want to sit down with a prospect and say, here's how much I get as a bonus. Okay, when you go to the car lot and you buy a new car, that there's not a sign on it that says, when you buy this car, the guy that's selling it to you is making $5,000, right? It doesn't say that. So you wouldn't use this slide prospect facing. This is field facing, right? This is the inside looking at information. It's not the outside looking at the product. Very important to understand that. So the approach is this. I start with a similar slide to this, and I'm going to say, look, we have 3 great value packs. Our best value pack is our Globetrotter, and I go through that. I said one of our most common packs is our Jet Setter. And then I talk about our Traveler pack is at 500. Okay. And I read the prospect. When I start at 3,000, they go, oh man, 3,000, I could never do that. I don't focus on it. I'm not saying that, man, you really need to do it. If you're a player, you'll get it. Guys, those are old, junky terms of network marketing that no one likes. No one wants to be sold. Let's just face it. I wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want it. You don't want that. Okay. So read the prospect, okay, mirror match the prospect. If the prospect's, hey, oh my gosh, 3,000, I could never do that. Boom, move on. Go to the next one. Say, hey, yeah, 3,000. That's for someone who's traveled a lot. They want to get everything up front. They want to pay everything in a year. Yeah, no problem. Let me go to our most common pack. See how I do that? I don't make a big deal about it. See, I just want to get a sale. I'm going to start high and I'm going to finish at the close. If I close at 3,000, woohoo, $600 Jumpstart. Great. If the 3,000 is completely out of the ballpark, just make it out of the ballpark. Yeah. Hey, look, that's for someone that's really traveling, wants to pay for a year up front. Most people, the most common pack in our value pack is our Jet Setter. And now I'm at what? I'm at Traveler and Jet Setter. I'm at 500 to 1,000. I'm mirror matching my prospect. I'm either on a Zoom or at a Starbucks, and I'm in person, hopefully, or at least I can read them, or at least hear listening to them. That's important. Listen to the hot buttons. If someone's hot button is, man, I can't get started because I don't have $3,000. If you keep saying you got to get started at $3,000, they're not getting started. Okay. So just be smart about it. This is a very good training. And I'm not trying to compliment myself, very good training in the fact that how many people have told me no in 20 something years? How many times have I blown it? Here's they put me on here, guys, for this. Hey, if Mark Smith can do it, you can do it. But they put me on here as well because once you get hundreds and hundreds of no's over 20 plus years, you figure out, oh, this is why they say no. Every time I put the pressure on the bigger pack, man, I get a big no. Oh, wow, I shouldn't pressure people if they don't want the big pack. And I stopped doing that. I'm not even talking about in Dreamtrips. I'm talking way back in my career. And then when I started to learn how to mirror match, I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I'm mirror match my prospect. All right, don't worry about the big pack, Mark. They don't want it. And then when I realized, like, hey, listen, the big pack's not for everybody. That's for someone that's really looking to go all in. I throw some little things in, like someone that really wants to go all in is going to do that. But most people end up here at 1,000 or the 500. So I'm mirror match, and then I get the sale. So if someone says, yeah, I really want to do it, but I don't have $1,000, I instantly retreat to the 500. I go, hey, listen, here's the deal. The only thing that matters is we get you a good value at enough loyalty points and get you started in your business. So the Traveler pack is just a great option. Okay. Now, if you're taking notes, and I hope you are, Okay. I am sticking to these 3 packs as much as I can. So I'm quickly out of the Globetrotter if they're not there. I'm quickly out of the Jet Setter if they're not there. And I'm now really trying to close on the Traveler pack. Okay. So I am trying to go full circle and close on the Traveler pack. Now, if I'm going to lose the sale, if my prospect is going to walk away from the meeting, if they're like, great, I love it, I wish I could do it, I just don't have that kind of money. And at the very end, I have another option. Okay. Now I'm going to give you that option in a minute. And that option is going to be to bring them in as a member affiliate with no pack. Okay. Now, some of you start at that level because you don't have the confidence. Okay. You don't have the confidence in this approach. Okay. And you start at the membership and try to work to the pack. That will never work. If someone knows I can get in for 80, there's no other conversation. Okay. So I start with the packs. And if I'm not going to get the member signed up and I'm not going to get a new team member, I'm going to revert to just bringing them in, which is the $80 standard membership or the $130 priority membership and the free affiliate for MDC. I'm going to go that route. Now, they're not going to get all these benefits. I know these benefits are worth it. I know the value numbers we gave you are legitimate and certified, if you would. So I feel super confident. And I know that the other thing is this, however you bring someone in, 75% of the training, okay, in this industry is done in the way that you bring someone in. Just think about that. 75% of the training is done in the way that I recruit you into the company, okay? Now, what does that mean? That means if I do it wrong, that means in your head as a new prospect that's now a new affiliate and team member, you get 75% of it wrong day one. So if I mess it up, they're going to duplicate something you don't want them to duplicate. If I do it right, 75% of the training's already done and they're duplicating what I want them to duplicate. So I want my team to duplicate packs. So leading with the pack and retreating to a membership is a different system. Okay. And so if Mary Smith ends up saying, okay, I'm in, Mark, I wish I could do the bigger pack, but I'll do the Traveler pack. Okay. What do you think Mary Smith is going to sell to her contacts? The Traveler pack. Okay. She may even struggle with showing the Globetrotter and Jet Setter because she bought the Traveler pack. That's how much that works. Okay. So she's going to duplicate that pack. So when Mary Smith starts her business and I start working with her, I do a game plan interview. I use our 1-page getting started right document. It's in the resources folder under training in the MDC portal. When I get her started with our 1-page document and I do what we call a game plan interview, we kickstart their business. We should call it jumpstart now, right? And so when I do that and she starts and I teach her how to share a video and I teach her how to approach her warm market, when I'm going to talk about approaching with the pack, she's not sitting there going, oh, no, I don't want to really show people packs. Why? She bought one. So if you're only selling someone just the membership and then you're recruiting them in with just the membership and then you think they're going to have the confidence to then turn around and sell packs, they're not. So some people in the Dreamtrip ecosystem and the Dreamtrips family, this is not a bad thing. I don't want anyone to read this as negative. It's not a bad thing, but they're stuck in an $80, $80, $80, $80. That's their maximum. So their minimums became their maximums. Why? Because they started at the bottom with only 80. So if you start at 80, you're only going to duplicate 80. You're not going to duplicate up. You only duplicate or duplicate down. Okay. You're going to duplicate at the same level or down. It doesn't duplicate and go up. What I mean by that is you don't sell someone an 80 pack and then they build a whole team of people selling Globetrotters. That's not how it works, right? So that's why I like to sometimes give the psychology around why I'm doing it like this and explain it, because if you're like me, I wanted to know when I first joined this industry. I came from the military and I'm like, okay, well, but why? And I drove my sponsors in upline crazy. They're like, why is this kid always asking why? I wasn't asking why as a negative. I was asking why to understand because I wanted to make money. And I'm like, all right, why do I need to do that? How does it work? Because Tammy and I were 2 young kids. We were broke. We had credit card debt. We couldn't afford our rent. We had no food in the fridge. That's where we were at one point in our lives. And we joined this industry to get out of that. And so we were there. At the end of the day, we were so coachable, probably because we came from the military. We were super coachable in the military. That it's like, here's the rules. Step 1, step 2, step 3. That was our advantage. We just didn't even know that. It was like, yes, sir. What do I do first? Make a list of all your contacts. Yes, sir. Aye, sir. Let me write my list. It's funny, but that was our mentality. That's all we knew. Well, guess what? We were taught to follow directions. We were taught to pay attention. That's not how society is. Most people buck the system, right? They're like, why? I'm not going to pay attention. How does that work? Well, why do I do it? I'm going to do it my own way. So I did try it my own way in the very, very beginning. It did work. Okay. So I went back to the way it was supposed to be. And I just said, okay, this is just like the military. I'm going to follow the roadmap. I'm going to follow the system. I'm going to plug into the senior people. It's funny. When you're in the military, you're listening to senior people. Why? Because you'll get killed if you don't listen to senior people. That's the reality of it. And this is basic stuff. You're getting off the back of a helicopter. They drop you off from the top of a mountain. And the senior guy is standing there telling you only go that way, and you don't want to go that way, and you go the other way. Guess what you just did? You just walked into the tail rotor of the helicopter. You don't want to know what that looks like, okay? Because you wanted to go a different way. And the senior guy that's a little bit older than you, that's been around a while, that probably watched a guy walk through a helicopter rotor, says, you got to go the other way, okay? So I didn't really question too much when it came to network marketing, because I was like, I don't want to get hit by the tail rotor. I want to be able to make money. I don't want to get wiped out. Okay. And for some of you right now, if you're brand new and you're trying to figure out what is this affiliate marketing thing, and you send a video and how's it all work, just realize the number one thing that made me understand this more was somebody is successful when you're successful. So if you have success here, there are several people in your upline leadership team, including the company, all the way to the top of the company, right? They have success when we have success. So why would they tell us to do something that would not make us successful? Just think of that for a second. If I'm a affiliate and I make money, my sponsor makes money, their upline makes money, their upline makes money, the company makes money, everybody's happy. So why would they give me not so good information? Exactly. They give you the exact information you need to be successful. But human nature is we want to make it complicated. We want to unwind it. We want to unpackage it. We want to make it better. It's human nature, okay? Human nature is this. If it's not complicated, there's nothing to hide from. See, most times people don't want to follow a system because it's simplicity is great and it creates duplication, but simplicity means there's nothing to hide from. So some people don't like simplicity because if it doesn't work, it means they didn't do it. So it's human nature. They try to complicate it. It's simple. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And so I like to give the psychology behind this before I go to really what the next level would be. Is at the end of the day, if Mary Smith says, Mark, I really want to do this, but like right now money's tight. I can't do $500. I'm a single parent. I got 2 jobs, and I'm trying to do this to make money. I just don't have the 500 right now. I'll say, listen, Mary, here's the deal. You can still be successful here. The packs are the best value, but if it's the difference of you getting started or not, so hopefully you wrote that down. I'm going to recommend you come in as a priority member with an affiliate, because at least we can get you started. You get the best benefits of the membership, and I can help you start making money. So I'm going to go right for priority. Priority is my number one membership. I barely sell standard. Why? Because the 65 BV, first of all, is a builder that qualifies the comp plan. Okay, so I get the 65 BV is gonna qualify. So that 65 BV is what we get paid on the membership each month, but it qualifies as 90 BV in the MDC comp plan. So we don't get paid at 90 because it's not a 90 BV product. We get paid 65 BV, but it acts as 90 BV. And this is a unique product where that 90 BV is going to qualify you for the binary, and it's going to qualify if you have 3 people at 90 BV. You're totally qualified to max out the comp plan. Okay, so by just simply having a priority membership is going to give you an advantage, obviously, in the compensation plan. So I'm going to try to stick there, and I'll go down to the standard. If Barry says, hey, Mark, I can't do priority, I can only do standard. I'm not walking away from the table if Mary Smith says, I can only do standard. Okay, now I'm going to have a little fun with you for a minute. This is a fun exercise of what I've seen in the field. Okay, there's not even Dreamtrips. It can be anything. I've sold skincare, nutrition, legal plans, travel memberships. It's the same with any product. Okay, it's a confidence thing. Okay, if you don't have the confidence, you get on these calls to gain knowledge and confidence. You go out and experiment and prospect, and you mess up a little bit, and that's okay, because you're getting confidence that way. No one's going to fire you. It's not a job. You don't get yelled at. Okay, so it's earn while you learn. The best part about it is you'll never be as bad as you are today. My sponsor told me that a long time ago. He goes, Mark, you're not really good at this business. He goes, but you'll never be as bad as you are today. And I was like, oh, I can work with that. That means tomorrow I'll be a little bit better. Okay. The only way to get better in our business is by talking to people. Okay. TTMP. Okay. That's the radio station that you want to turn yourself. There's a radio station for success in our industry. Okay. I'm going to give you it. Some of you just turn your dial to this station. It's TTMP. Talk to more people. That's the radio station. You want more success? Talk to more people. Okay. If you're sitting in a box, you're sitting in a closet, you've got an umbrella over you, hiding from the world of prospecting, you're not going to get better. You're not going to increase your sales. You're not going to increase your check. It's talk to more people. And the whole thought process of you'll never be as bad as you are today is because if you talk to more people, you're getting better every time you do it. Oh, wow, that didn't work. The other thing is, you ever get that little frog feeling in your throat when you're nervous and you're about to approach someone and say, hey, let me tell you about my business. Now, that's not how I approach someone. You're in the line at the coffee shop, you start small talk, and now the opportunity comes where you might be able to say, hey, what do you do for a living? And they ask you. So you're ready to all right, I'm ready to do my magic, right? You ever get that little feeling in your throat? You're nervous. Maybe some of you start to sweat. Your voice starts to, crack a little bit, right? That happens to everybody. That happens to me. That happens to me now. Not as much, but if I'm rusty, you might say, how does Mark get rusty? By not talking to more people. So if I go months or something without pitching my membership or approaching a prospect, I'll have that little nervous and I feel, and I'll have to shake it off on the first couple of words, and I won't be that great in that prospecting scenario. Okay. But when I'm on and I'm prospecting all the time, it's almost like, wow, prospects are coming to me every single day. This is really cool. No, it's because you're out there and you have what? Open for business sign. I have my open for business sign because I'm on my radio. I got the radio station dialed in, the success radio. TTMP, talk to more people. I'm talking to more people. I'm talking to people every day. And every day my sign is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I got a billboard now that says open for business. Okay. If I'm not doing that, my sign gets smaller and smaller and I can put it in my pocket and I'm just another dude walking around, maybe even a little weird because I keep looking at someone because I want to talk to them, but I'm too nervous because I haven't done it that while. And they're looking at me and I'm looking at them and I'm like, who's this weirdo? Right. And then finally I walk away and they're like, that guy was a weirdo. Right. So talking to people and getting out there and following the system. Okay, now talking to people doesn't mean you're presenting the whole present. It doesn't mean you're doing a 90-minute pitch on the membership. It means you're doing the prospecting system and you're using a video. Okay, or you're prospecting, you're piquing someone's interest and you're sending to a live overview in person, one of our live Zooms, one of the team Zooms that you might be running. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, so just to elaborate a little bit on it. Now, let's take a little bit deeper dive. So our system is our pack system. And then I revert to a membership only. Okay. Now, another thing I want to really emphasize in traditional network marketing that I grew up in 20 plus years ago, it was like everybody was a rep. Okay. And there was not as much focus on customers. Okay. And what I'm here to tell you is that is not the way to build a business. That was a long time ago. And I have learned over the years, and I came from a great company. My very first company was a great company, still in business, 50 plus years. So there's something to learn from a 50 plus year old company. And it was in legal insurance. And their number one focus was the customer. Their number two focus was retention. Their number three focus was the customer. And don't get it out of order. Okay. So why are they here 50 years later? Because they focused on the customer. So it's very important to know that Dreamtrips has that unique product offering. A lot of companies don't have this, right? That this product can stand alone outside of network marketing. We don't need network marketing for the product to work. A lot of companies have products that don't even work outside of network marketing. In other words, if a rep isn't buying it, it doesn't even work. Now, that's not a real business. Those companies end up not really lasting long term. And if you look at the great shift that I've been talking about lately on a lot of our trainings, is the shift that's happening right now. It was the gig economy shift. But in the gig economy shift, what has happened in our industry, it's customer. Okay, it's the number one shift that I can say that I've noticed. And the second part of that is affiliate. So no more of the complex network marketing style of building the business. So break the chains. That's what I love about what we're doing right now here is the fact that we have this affiliate marketing approach, which is simple. It's not complex. We have a consumer focus, which is customer. And personally here at Dreamtrips, we are laser focused on retention. Retention is the number one thing that'll increase your check. I spent 11 years in what you would call almost the insurance industry. It was legal insurance. I didn't have an insurance license. You didn't need a license, but it was very much like insurance, right? The reason I bring that up is the retention, why we focused on retention is two reasons, okay? If you make the sale, why go out and get this? If I sign up a customer today, why and don't spend any time on retention and then go get another customer tomorrow and spend no time on retention? All I'm doing, I got myself a job. All I'm doing is I have to get another one. I didn't do this for that. I did this to build a back end residual income of stacking membership base, okay? In the insurance industry, people build insurance over years and then they retire at a young age and they get paid residual income on all the insurance policies they wrote because those people are keeping the policies. Insurance companies don't go, oh, let's sign the customer up 1 month, make a little bit of money, and who cares if they cancel next month? There would be no such thing as an insurance company, okay? So why would we think we could do it different? Now, we're definitely not an insurance company, okay? This is insurance. But I'm giving you the concept of retention, okay? And I'm giving you the concept of how you build retention. In where I came from, I spent 11 years in that industry and of legal insurance plans or legal plans, okay? And one thing that was unique that I got to learn that I've never heard anyone in network marketing ever share what I'm about to share with you, ever. I'm not bragging about that. Never heard anyone share it. Probably because they can't. Probably because their product can't. They can't speak to what I'm about to speak because they don't have these stats, okay? So in the company I was a part of, they measured in this company at that time. I joined the company when they were like maybe 30 years old. They were able to measure that if you increased your retention by 1% across the board, it could increase your check by 10%. So if you could just get 3 or 4 or 5% of retention going, increased retention, you could take your check 20, 30, 40% higher. Why? Because you didn't have the attrition. See, some people build this business with no attention to the consumer and they don't even have the word retention in their head. So what they have is attrition. Now, every single product in the world has attrition. Every single company in the world has attrition. The number one products on the planet have attrition. Attrition means people cancel. They keep it 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then they cancel. That's attrition. And there's an attrition scale. What is your attrition scale? So if this is your growth, you're growing like this, and this is your attrition, okay? It's hard to do with my hands. I'll do it a different way. This is your growth, and this is your attrition. That means you're going backwards, right? So if this is your growth, and this is your attrition is higher than your growth and your retention, right? And so eventually what happens is your check goes down. So in network marketing, when your check starts going down and you can't figure it out and you get this team and everybody's working, you probably don't have good retention on the product. So you're working harder and harder and harder because you have to outsell your attrition. Okay. So don't outsell your attrition. Who the heck wants to do that? That's like the worst job ever, right? It's like you're just shoveling mud as the tide's coming in. It's not going to be that successful. Okay. So why not work on everything? So why not work on retention so that here's my growth, here's my new sales, and I'm driving retention up and I'm driving attrition down, which means I get a double pump effect. What a double pump effect means is I'm increasing my members. I'm increasing my member base, but I'm increasing my retention just a little bit, just minuscule little movements on the dial of increasing your retention will have an unbelievable effect later on. And so in that company I was in, I really took that to the heart. I'm like, I went to the senior management, tell me everything I need to know on how to increase my retention, because I'll have to work less later on if I have better retention. I'll make more money now on the sales I'm writing now if I have better retention. I'll go to higher ranks than people who even have a bigger team than me, which I did. Okay, this is a company that was 30 years old. Tim and I came in and became like the number 4 earners in a 30-year-old company. It was a monster company. Okay, I'm not bragging to you because of retention. People went nuts. Like, how did they do it? We didn't do it overnight. It took us years. It was major players there, right? How did we do it? We did it a different way. We built a massive, strong army and a system and a team, but we had an edge that people didn't know is we were focused on retention. So we were driving sales and retention No one could compete with us. And I know some of you were probably in that company, and all of a sudden, like our team was called Team Freedom at the time. It went like this, and it went boom, and we became more than 50% of the arena at every convention. And eventually, the big dogs of the company were like, "Who's this young Navy couple? What the heck did they do?" And I started training on retention, and none of them believed it. They thought it was a waste of time, and we just kept growing and growing and growing. And basically, we became the team in that company, and other people caught on and started focusing on retention. And so this is a valuable lesson. No one teaches this in network marketing. So I've never heard anyone say, if you increase your retention by X%, you'll increase your check by this percent. Okay. So what do we do for retention? We have a couple of things that we want you to understand about retention. Okay. The first thing is our loyalty point system. Now, for those of you that were in MDC prior to Dreamtrips coming over, you had loyalty points and they worked a different way. Okay. Do me a favor for a second. Take that program and put it completely aside. Ours is very different, and it exists for a different reason. Okay. Our program is obviously to give you the discounts, and they're bigger discounts. We have a slightly different platform, but it's a retention program. We call this our travel savings account. When you get a standard membership and a priority membership, they each come with the standard comes with $250 in loyalty points a month, and the priority comes with $400 in loyalty points a month. Okay. And every month it goes up 250, 250, 250. If you're a priority, it'd be 400, 400, right? And at the end of the year, you can see there's 3,000 points on one side and 4,800 on the other side. It's a retention program. It's a travel savings account. If you're not approaching it this way, you're not getting the benefit of why it was designed. So when we're talking to a member, say, look, you get 200 priority, you get $400 in travel discounts every single month, $400, dollar for dollar in our portal every single month, 400 every single month is going to add up $4,800 at the end of the year, dollar for dollar, that you will have earned as a travel discount. Okay. The points never expire for the life of your membership. Okay. That is very different than some of the other systems out there. It's a retention tool. It's a travel savings account. We're building that right from our 4-minute video, travel savings account, a big part of that beginning video. Look, Dreamtrips is our main product. Dreamtrips is our flagship product, but you need all kinds of touch points, okay, in marketing when you have a monthly membership to build retention waypoints. That's what they're called, okay? Our first retention waypoint is you're going to get loyalty points every single month for the life of your membership. They never expire, okay? So what does that do? Okay, for those of you that aren't using it this way, I get to call Mary Smith if her membership's in decline. And I go, hey, Mary, just want to let you know, saw that your membership did process month. You got $2,000 in loyalty points. I don't want you to lose all the benefits. Hey, let's get that membership activated. Okay. If you're not using any retention tool, what are you going to say to them? Hey, Mary, hey, can you get your membership activated so I can qualify for a new rank? Yeah, that doesn't work. That's the old way of doing network marketing. That pressure cooker where you're pressuring all your customers to buy stuff just so you can make money. That's old news. Okay. It's got to be consumer focused. And you'll make way more money. You'll drive way more volume by taking an approach of a consumer approach. Because just think about this. Has anyone put it in the chat? Have you ever walked into a store? Okay. Let's say you're buying a pair of shoes, or you walk into a ladies' dress store. Okay. And you walk in and you can see the salespeople. They got binoculars. They're like, all right, here comes a lady. She's about 5'8". Looks like she might be looking for a high-end dress. Oh, she's coming through the door. Everybody get ready. Has anyone put it in the chat? Have you been in the store like that? And then the salespeople are just on you. Hey, what can I help you with? What are you looking for today? Oh, just browsing. What are you browsing for? I'm going away. Okay. Oh, wow. Hey, hold on. And then the next thing, like 5 people are handing you coat hangers with dresses on them and whisking you into a changing room. So when I walk into those stores, I walk right out. It's not because I didn't want to buy something. I'm going right next door and buying something. I came to the mall to buy something, but I don't want to be pressure cooker. I want help from a salesperson, but I don't want to be driven into something that I don't want and pressure sold. So that pressure sales just to drive volume, it's not the way to build a business. Find value in the products. Find value. I'm talking travel here. So I'm partial to Dreamtrips, right? The value in the product and drive the retention tool. So that's why we do it. Another thing that we do, okay, is the cruise certificate. After 6 months of a fully paid membership, you can request a cruise certificate from us where you get 4 days. For 2, you pay the taxes and fees, okay? Now, There's cruises in the portal that are at zero, so that there's zero additional cost. You pay taxes and fees. There's cruises in there that may be $200 in taxes and fees, $500 taxes and fees. But every single thing in there is off the charts discount. And obviously the zero that's just tax and fees is what most people want, right? But we've had plenty of people go in and book a cruise that might be $400 with the certificate, but it was a $2,500 cruise. Okay. Or they took one of the zero cruises, they paid the taxes and fees, and then they maybe upgraded to an outside cabin or a balcony view, or they added a child. Okay. But for us, it's a retention tool. So Mary Smith is 3 months in and her membership declines for her 4th month. Hey, Mary, hey, it's Mark. Hey, listen, just want to let you know your membership declined. Hey, look, you've got a ton of your loyalty points in your travel savings account. You got $1,300 in there. And also you're only 2 more payments away from your cruise certificate. So that's another waypoint. Okay. And we'll build other waypoints in the future, but that's our program on retention, where the usability of the membership. You want someone to use the membership. They're not always going to go on a dream trip every other month, but if you teach them how to use this portal, we can teach them how to use this portal all the time. Okay. Now I've saved somewhere between, say, $6,000 and $7,000 probably just during my son's baseball season. Okay. So he was in baseball. We would go to tournaments all over the place, different states. So we were flying or driving, renting cars, staying at hotels that we didn't know before. And I would just go in the portal, and every time I'm saving money. I'm going to a Holiday Inn. Someone else is paying $250. I'm paying $125. I'm there for a week. Man, just think of the money I just saved. Plus I got to rent a car. Okay. Just think. Or maybe I go to Daily Deals and I get a discount off of a franchise restaurant in Arizona where I'm at a baseball tournament. So if you're not using it that way, you're missing out. And we're very close to switching to our next trainer here. I got one more topic to end my segment. And I got maybe 5 minutes to go to our next speaker, and he's going to go through every single thing of how to take these points and do what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's go to, I got 2 more things to talk about. I'm going to show you how to get the membership for free. I want to mention on the priority membership, Tammy talked about the VIP lounges. Okay. Now I love having VIP lounge access. And believe me, I've flown on airlines that don't have an airline lounge, and then I get to use priority. I have been in airports where all they have is these priority lounges. Some of the smaller airports are like that. And I've been in airports where the VIP lounge is off the charts. Like in Dominican Republic, it has an outdoor on the roof swimming pool at the airport lounge. Free alcohol, free drinks, free food. It's got showers. It's got a pool. No joke. I'm telling you, it's got a pool. I was shocked at that. Okay. They're not all like that, but free Wi-Fi. Most lounges, all lounges will have Wi-Fi, but free Wi-Fi. Okay. They'll all have a snack of some sort. Some of them have full-blown meals, alcohol, regular soft drinks, juice. Some of them have massage chairs. Some of them have showers. But we've got about 1,300 plus airport lounges around the world, part of our network. Okay. So when you're selling the value of a priority membership to a member, there's that. And then obviously it's the travel savings account. You're getting $400 a month in discounts. Okay. You're getting the airport lounge access, but also you're getting concierge access. This is in almost every single language. It's very hard to find a language it's not in. You're going to go into live chat just like you were booking an airport lounge pass. Okay. And you're asking anything you can think of. So some people have asked me, Mark, what do you use concierge for? It's 24/7 global. Okay. And you can use this concierge service for just about anything you can imagine. I'm going to give you actual real things that people use it for. Okay. We get thousands of inquiries a month into the concierge program. And then we get a list of how every single member has used the concierge service. Okay. And they break it up into categories. So for example, we make in our report, it'll say like 482 people requested an air lounge pass. Okay. Airport lounge pass. It'll say 250 people booked a dinner reservation. 40 people inquired about yacht rentals. Okay. We have private yacht rentals on there. We have chefs, private yacht rentals, jets. Okay. Straight up. Some people, look, I don't know of all of us that are just waking up tomorrow and saying, hey, I think I'm just going to go rent a jet. Okay. But you might get together with 6, 7, 8 of people on your team or folks, and you might do that. You might do a short flight somewhere. It might be a 2-hour flight to Nashville and you're getting a private jet through our services. You don't have to buy a jet membership. We have the jet membership. Okay. Think about that for a second. So you're going to get good rates. You're going to get good service. So there is some of that VIP stuff in there. Any concert around the world you can think of. even personalized shopping. Ladies, I'm going to get myself in trouble here with my wife. That special red bottom shoe that you can't find, or that certain Gucci purse that you've always wanted, you take a picture, you explain it, you go in there, you tell them what you're looking for. They do personal shopping. They'll go find it. Okay. And they'll arrange the whole transaction. Probably had no idea that it would ever do anything like that. Okay. Give you another thing. Micaiah York, who's on here right now. Kaya, I didn't know you could use this. He goes, yeah, I love concierge. I go, tell me what you've used it for. He goes, moved to Houston and I wanted to eat more healthy. So I wanted to find a food delivery service, meal prep. And he goes, I went in there and went to live chat. I'm in Houston. I just got here. I'm looking for a quality and affordable food prep. He still uses them. His first shot was awesome. They did it, right? So you might have not doing that. Tutoring for your children, house cleaners after a party, dog sitters, golf lessons, renting a catamaran. I'll give you an example. We had a member use this so aggressively. We did a dream trip to Santorini. It was their wedding anniversary. They used concierge 23 times because I had the inquiries. Okay, we talked about it. It was a wedding anniversary, right? So they bought a dream trip and then they went into concierge. They got flowers delivered. They got the forehand massage. They arranged the flying dress photo. They arranged a fancy dinner with transportation. Think about it. Who would you know in Greece to call? How are you going to speak the language at some of these restaurants? Maybe the guy only speaks Greek, but they were able to get this all arranged all through the concierge services. So on the priority membership, sometimes we don't go in as depth as I just did because we as Dream Trippers use it all the time and we know the value and we forget, hey, some people are new. And so hopefully this has helped you get a really in-depth understanding of some of the different intricacies that are in the membership that you want to dive into and get the value from. Last but not least, I'm going to throw this back to Tammy, is getting your membership for free. This is the best loyalty program that I've personally worked with because I just love the mechanism on how it works, okay? And so get 4, pay no more. I want to explain the rules so everybody has a clear understanding how this works, okay? Get 4, pay no more means that you can earn your monthly membership for free with full benefits. So if you're getting your priority membership for free from us, you're still getting $400 a month in loyalty points. Just think about that for a second, okay? And then you're still qualifying for your cruise certificate and you're not paying us anymore. So this is the best loyalty program you could ever pitch to your members. Here's the rules, okay? To qualify to get your membership for free. 1, you have to have an active paid membership, okay? You have to have a credit card on file. You have to have an active paid membership. You have to have a minimum of 4 Dream Trips members that you personally enrolled. And then their membership has to equal 4 times the amount of your membership. Okay, I'm going to round the numbers. We broke it down here. Actually, I'll use the slide. So if you had a standard membership and it's $79.99 a month, $80, right? If you enrolled 4 standard members, it's not because you enrolled 4 standard members. It's because it equals $319. Okay, now I don't like how the numbers are. I'm going to round them for you. So if you have an $80 membership, okay, you have to have 4 times 80 to get yours for free from at least 4 members, but it can be from 5 members. It could be from 10 members. So you can have any combination of members to get your membership for free as long as you have at least 4 and it's 4 times the amount of your membership. So if I'm a priority member, that's $130 a month, right? So 4 times 130 is 520. So as long as I have 4 members and their memberships equal 520 in retail value, mine is free. But what if I don't have that? So if I'm a priority and I sign up and I don't sign up 4 priorities, I'm not going to have that, but I can have 6 members. I might have 2 priorities and 4 standards. I might have 1 priority and 6 standards, right? As long as the number is 4 times the retail value of your membership is 80. If you have 320 in retail value from at least 4 members, your membership is free, and it's free every single month from there on forward, as long as you maintain that qualification. So a lot of our members, the original Dream Trips members prior to coming to MDC, they have 10, 15, 20, 30. Some people have 40 customers. They're never paying for their membership. Someone cancels, they don't only have 4. So don't only have 4 because sometimes you only have 4. 1 cancels. Now you don't have the 3. So you got to go get another one to get your membership for free. This program's a no-brainer. So our pitch is when we pitch someone on the membership and we say, and then by the way, I'm going to show you how to get it for free. And someone's already thinking they know 4 people that would do this. And I say, you probably already thought of 4 people that you'd love to have fun and travel the world with. And that's how I close. This is what I use to close the deal. I close so many people with this program because it's a no-brainer. If I like it and I like to travel, I probably hang out with people that like to travel. If I'm a fun person that likes to explore, I probably hang out with other people like that, right? We hang out with like-minded people, right? And so I already know 4 people I want to hang with on a dream trip. And so I'm already thinking, this is a no-brainer. Give me the membership. I'm not even going to be paying for this in 1 month. So a lot of our people only pay 1 month, right? Because they come in the first month, which you have to pay the first month. They have a paid membership. They get 4 that equal get 4, pay no more. And now month 2, they're not paying anymore. And some of those members never pay again. And here's what's great. If this was a new program, you might be sitting there saying, oh, does that really work? This is a program that's been around for more than 12 years, okay, in the company. And so prior to Dreamtrips, the reboot of Dreamtrips, there was almost 100,000 members that didn't have to pay for their membership anymore. You can't tell me this thing doesn't work. I know Jefferson Santos is on it. He built an empire in this business, okay, with using Get 4, Pay No More. Literally drive Get 4 because it's a no-brainer. And look, if I have to pay 2 or 3 or 4 months of my membership and I get 1 customer, then 2 customers, then 3 customers, it's what we use in our business to drive our people. Hey, man, you already got 2, get 2 more. Hey, you already got 3, get 1 more. We try to close our month. I'm always looking as a builder and as a leader, how can I drive my team and what things are built in to the system where I can close my month? So we have a couple. One, we go to any members whose credit cards didn't process or decline. You go to your decline report. You call those members, your own personal members, and you let them know that their membership's about to lapse and they're going to lose their travel savings account, not like that. Now, our Get 4 program is also for customers. So we use that with the customer. Hey, look, you already have 3 referrals. You only need 1 more, and you don't have to pay for this anymore. Let's get your card to process. Let me help you get a customer next month. So these are programs that we've built in to drive retention, lower attrition, and drive what are called purposeful closes at the end of the month in your business. Okay. And so hopefully this is, by now, you've gotten about as in-depth membership conversation as we've had in a while. I'm going to turn the keys back over to Tammy. And I'm going to sit here and take notes. Every time this guy talks, I learn something. And he is an incredible leader. I'll let him tell the story. He's been on over 100 dream trips. Okay. If someone's been on over 100 dream trips, do you want to know what it is? What's the magic? He has found a way to book trips for people that are amazing. Like, he's going to tell some of the stories. Like, I hope he tells the story about the folks that were going on their wedding, their honeymoon. And he figured out how to bolt a cruise into a dream trip into this, where they didn't have to fly back from Dubai because they took a cruise, and he just knows all the tricks. Okay. And so take a glass of water or a cup of tea or coffee or whatever you do. I'm going to sit here with some notes. I'll come back in here to wrap up, but buckle in. This is the most value you're going to get out of the loyalty part and the portal that you're ever going to get. If you miss this, you may not see the big value of that travel savings account, thinking outside of the box of how to design a trip around this program. So with that, appreciate you hanging in there, everyone. And Tammy, I'll throw it back. Oh, you there, Tammy? Oh, hold on 1 second.
Hi there. Sorry about that. Am I here now?